What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
The Many Faces, my abstract ink painting portraits, an ongoing series. Started it probably about 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago, when I was moving to Denver. It wasn't planned when I started to make it an ongoing kind of abstract faces, doing different faces. Um, but I've always been drawn to drawing or painting portraits, faces. It's very challenging to paint or draw something, especially when it's a recognizable face. I mean, that's you can really as far as building your technical abilities as an artist, doing portraits are very, because it's your eye is like unconsciously would know if you're doing good or not. But that's really to refine your technical abilities, not really having to do like it really is an exercise that shuts down your creative potential. Where this, I really wanted to boost my creative. I wanted to do something that was simple. I wanted to do something. I wanted to start something that could grow, because I wanted to develop. I was doing a lot of surrealism, a lot of like Salvador Dali esque type stuff, and I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, but it was like, how am I like? I didn't have my voice in art, right? And this was like, okay, I'm just gonna do this thing. And I'm not gonna think about it. I'm not gonna plan too much. I'm just gonna make art. I'm just gonna do these things, do these drawings, and just let it was like free flowing. Just do it. Just sit down and do it. And part of it is after reading the book The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. One of the things that he talks about in the book is the work ethic of being an artist and sitting down to do the work like anybody would doing any job. You show up to work, whether you feel good, you don't feel good, whatever. It's not, most artists are waiting for like to go to work on their perfect day. Like, I feel amazing, I'm going to go in, I feel inspired, I'm going to do this amazing thing, right? You can't do that if you work at like Costco. It's like, I don't feel 100% today, so I'm not going to go in until I feel 100% mentally and creatively. And like, you just go in every day. Some days you have better output than other days, but there's more potential for good output when you show up. So I wanted something that I could show up to, and just like let it grow, let it evolve. And it really started in Denver. Like, I'd started doing some drawings and stuff like that in my sketchbook, and then it really started in Denver, just using a black marker, really as desperation to try and make money. It's like, I'm just going to do these. Maybe I can go like to the park and sell them for $20. I never did that, but I did start just doing these faces, and just the creative would be like just pushing myself to try and come up with different faces, different ways of doing faces, like understanding kind of the overall aesthetic and structure of a face, but not thinking about it too much. Like, I'm not trying to do anything recognizable. I'm just trying to do basic kind of movements with this marker that can represent a face. Like, somebody could look at it and see a face in it, and do different ones and try and force you to see faces and things that you may not have seen a face in. Um, so it really started around 5 years ago. I started going daily probably like 2, 3 years ago, except for there was a break when I was moving from Denver out to the Valley. I started doing the making of videos, so you can watch the paint. I think maybe 5 I forgot to record or they didn't record, but there's about 650 plus now making of videos. So out of 1,000, as of today, I released 1,057 of the Many Faces. Um, 650 plus of those you can watch the painting of, the making of. So if you buy it, you can see the thing you bought be made. So doing that, wanting to do daily, and just having kind of that repetition, just kind of getting in there and just like, I have to do this. Like, this is my job. I have to do this. And the thing is, like, as I do it, it's not like I'm making products in a lot of ways, right? That's not what I'm thinking of when I'm sitting down to paint. Like, when I'm sitting down to paint, I'm doing a completely different mental exercise to get myself in a place to just do a bunch of paintings. But from a managerial, like if I'm taking a step back and I'm a different person than the artist, like the artist, that's my job when I'm doing that thing. And then as like a business owner trying to understand how I can make money with my paintings, or doing the show, like taking a step back, it's like I'm creating products. Same thing with this show, like going daily with the podcast. The mentality of doing the artwork daily came from a mentality of doing podcasts, where it's like, if you just do it regularly, you'll be surprised how many you rack up without even thinking about it. So going daily with the artwork came from podcasting, and then when I wanted to change, and go from the Inspired Disorder podcast to now the Ray Taylor Show, the goal of going daily had always been kind of a thing with podcasting. That's kind of the gold standard to release content on a daily basis. And while I was able to do that with the artwork, I just then applied that to podcasting. So it's like everything is feeding off of each other in this thing of making a ton. Like there's right now, I've sold a handful of paintings, but they're all still available. So if I sell out tomorrow, I don't have to work. Like I'm done with a day job for at least a few years, right? Like that's a potential. Like I'm just making potential. Every painting that gets released every day is another opportunity for somebody to see and maybe share my stuff, and then more people, because it's just a matter of marketing at this point, where I just need to get enough eyeballs on my work, and out of that, there's going to be people that will want to purchase it. And this, I'm all trying to do this online. Like if I could do this, if this works, if I get enough traction and sell out, then I'm free. I'm a free human being. I'm not tied I do everything myself, do all the editing, do the shooting, I make the shit. Like everything. I'm free. I could live anywhere. And it's like the potential for that, it's like so close. It's so close. I've seen when things blow up and not having anything there. Like having a ton of eyeballs on you with nothing to sell them. Now I have tons of stuff to sell them, where you're actually buying paintings or watching episodes of a show of episodes of things that are evergreen. I feel really confident in where I'm sitting from a business standpoint. That's when I'm on the business hat. And then I take the hat off a lot of the time, and then I'm in it and I'm working and I'm doing the paintings, and I've enjoyed the evolution of this. It's crazy that I've kind of found my voice in art in a lot of ways, because the materials I'm using, the paper and the ink, and just kind of the way it comes to like the kind of the roughness and the texture in it, and the rawness of all of it. It's all stuff that I've wanted to do, but I just wasn't using the right tools. I wasn't doing it in the right way, and just letting it grow and seeing where it all starts. You know, so I started off very simple, black and white, black and gray. I started adding color around well after 600 of just black and gray paintings. I finally did color. But the goal, kind of what I want to take it, and I've like been able to translate the style over different sizes. There's been other artists that have done impressions of my stuff, which is amazing. Like I see it and it's like, was that mine? And then it's like, no, it's like this. I did this piece in Ray Taylor style, and it's like it's crazy. It's crazy. But the goal is to translate the style into recognizable faces, which I'm close. Like it's been on my mind for like the last couple hundred that I've done, where it's like I want to start doing, maintain the look and feel and style of my work, but for the faces to be recognizable. And I think that could be a turn in everything. But and also mural size of my stuff, and then also product. Like there's a few things, a few evolutions that I'd like to take it. But it's been a really fun journey. It's been an amazing journey, and it's just getting going. Like there's no like I don't feel fatigued at all. Everything works just fine. It's a lot of work, but it's all coming together. So go check it out. InspiredDisorder.com is my website. The Many Faces. There's over 1,000. Save 25% with the coupon code RTS because you watch this show, you listen to this show. But go buy a piece of the evolution of my art and just like my growth as an artist. You're also supporting me. You're buying directly from me, which is nice. Low overhead, maximum potential for growth. But yeah, that's it. Go check it out. Go check it out. The Many Faces. I'm super proud of it. I'm excited to see what happens in the future. But I'm also excited with this show because new episodes come out every single day of this show as well. Go subscribe over at InspiredDisorder.com, YouTube, podcasts, IGTV, all of the places. Go buy my artwork. Follow me on social media at Ray Taylor or at Ray Taylor Art. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out.